Yeah, sorry to all you football enthusiasts in the room. That's not me, so I'll try and get through this as fast as possible so you can get back to your games. So I really wanted to just give a really short overview of blending versus joining. I've only been using Tableau for about 18 months, and this situation just irritates me. I don't know how to manage it most of the time. So I've done a bit of research for us, and I hope that it's helpful for you guys. So just a quick definition. Joining takes multiple data sets from wherever it lives in your environment and joins on common fields amongst those data sets. It's then available to all of your worksheets within your workbook. Blending merges two existing data sources together into one worksheet, which is only available in that one worksheet within that workbook. So we're going to look at joining. So as I've said, it takes multiple data sets and joins them together on a common field. It joins data at row level, so you need to be really careful if your data is not aggregated to the same level. That data source is usable across the entire workbook. And you've got many different types to choose from: left joins, inner joins, right joins, full outer joins. And you've even got the ability to create custom metrics within each of your data sets in order to join them together. When we look at blending, again, it allows for those two existing data sources to be blended together, again, joining on a common field. You can only use it in the worksheet that you're working in, but you can obviously recreate that blend in subsequent worksheets. The join type it's most like is a left join, although it does avoid data explosion, which I found out last week. It's really actually quite cool. So what that does is it takes each of your data sets separately and queries them separately, and then joins them at a common level across your data set. So if you have a daily table and a daily table that has multiple rows per day, it will aggregate to the day and blend so you don't get duplicate data as you would if you had joined the tables together, which is pretty cool. It does have some limitations, this is what stumped me a couple of weeks ago. You can't use non-additive calculations in the worksheets. So I was trying to do a count of viewers in one table and merge it with a targets table. Spent 3 days trying to figure out why it wasn't working. Should have Googled it straight away. You can't do a count distinct, you can't do an average, you can't do non-additive calculations with your data blend. And it's also worth noting that the primary table that you drag in first, which is denoted by the little blue tick, that sets all of your boundaries, I suppose. So it will set the dates that you can use. It will set the categories or genres or products that you're reporting against. And then the secondary that you blend in will subset off of that primary table. So you're blending your second table onto your primary table, and if it's not in the primary table, it won't appear in the secondary table. And that little red icon is the field that it's joining on. It will join automatically if you have the same field names. If you have different field names, you can then go in, force the relationship together so that you've made your join. And again, you can create calculated fields to join on. One thing I found is that both solutions will work most of the time if you're using just two data sets. As I said with blending, I should have said you can only blend two data sets together. Although I was at Tableau conference last week and someone managed to join 3 data sets together in an add thing, remove thing, change the sheet, add it in again scenario, and it did work, but I couldn't follow what he did, so I can't help you. But yeah, either solution will work. You just need to find the way that works for you and just be careful about data explosion. So what about the rest? Some of the stuff that I've had trouble with is, like I've said, the count distinct. It really stumped me. And then trying to, again, join on tables that have different aggregate levels created data explosion when I joined, so a blend gets rid of that. My advice would be have a go, play around with it. You can't break it, but you can break your data, so just be careful. One of the things that came up at conference was Tableau Prep, which I don't know how many of you have heard about. There was a really good question about, will Tableau Prep get rid of the need for blending and joining? I don't think so. I think there's always going to be a case for either or. And that's all I wanted to share. Thank you.